You're watching Star Wars Weekly Live Chat with The Force is with Jesse. The Force is with you, always.
Before I start, if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. This is the way.
Hey folks, what's going on? Hope everyone is doing well. It's good to be here on this quite fresh Monday night. Actually, it's a bit windy out. It's not cold, but it's not warm. I'm looking forward to just sort of hanging out and getting back into it again. It's been a few weeks since I've done a live stream, so I'm pretty pumped up. I'm pretty happy to be here. Very, very excited. Already got some rad folks in the chat. Young Zico in the house. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Collecting Unleashed. Hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in. Michael's here as well. Michael's always coming in to hang out. Appreciate it, man. And Mark's here too. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're all keeping fantastically. I've been spending a bit of time just hanging out, playing Lego Star Wars. Picked that up only yesterday. It was yesterday morning. I'm pretty pumped to finally have that. I'd pre-ordered it at a store back where I was living at the time, and now that I've moved, I just haven't had a chance over the last few days to get up there because it's about a 45-minute drive. So I went up there yesterday and picked the game up, and I'm sort of just going through Phantom Menace at the moment. Just gone back to Naboo. Got to go back to Naboo. Bill's here too. What's going on, Bill? Hope you're well. So yeah, obviously I got the deluxe version with the little Luke minifig, which is just so good. I love this little thing. It's so cool. It's definitely a nice little keepsake for the game. I haven't seen whether he's going to be playable with Luke with this face. Obviously, he's got another different head on the back. And I've set the thing to blur the background, so it's I'm sort of getting used to it. And it's I've got only the sort of the ring light and then another light at the other end of the room here. So it's a little bit weird with the lighting. So hopefully it's all coming through nice, loud and clear. 11:03 p.m. on Monday. So whereabouts are you, Battlefield 3? That you must be over in NZ, if I'm not correct. Linda's here. How you going, Linda? Thanks for coming and hanging out as always. I just wanted to just before I start, I've actually got around to working on a bit of a custom. I got the Nomad Boba Fett, which I will replace at some point. But my buddy Jake here in Adelaide, he hooked me up with another Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. So he had some extras. He wanted to sell a few of his spare Black Series figures off. So I said, look, I'll take the Boba because I want to use it as a custom. I sacrificed the Tython Nomad Boba Fett, and I come up with this. I'm actually really happy. I want to redo the paint on the chest armor because the silver pen I used sort of ran a little bit more than it did over some other parts of the figure, and didn't come up as nice. But have this re-armored. You know what? I'm just going to go into the settings quickly. And get rid of that blur. There we go. That should be good now. So sacrifice the Nomad Boba Fett. I will get another one at some point, but I think I was going to have more fun with this guy. So this is only one or two people have seen this. So I'm debuting it here. Need some tweaks. So I need to get some cords to sort of run up the arm to replace those. I need to get the sort of rectangular little panel to fit over the over the jetpack. But as you can see, I've sort of weathered this one up, beat him up a little bit. It involved a bit of slicing, so I took the gauntlets off the Jedi, Return of the Jedi Fett, sliced off the forearms of the Nomad Fett, glued them on, so you still get some movement with the elbow joint and the wrists, but the gauntlets don't spin on without that sort of joint there, which is fine. The torso armor. So I took off the sort of, once I popped the arms out, I took the sort of rubber top, so the sort of brown overshirt that he was wearing, and you sort of get a pretty basic figure underneath. Same with the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. So I basically just took that off and swapped it. I did have to sort of slice it and glue it in some points, which, you know, I probably didn't need to do because it would have fit on there just nicely. But yeah, it's all sort of glued nicely together now. Fitting really well. There's a little bit more of a gap around there, around the sort of behind the belt. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out. The visor doesn't move anymore because I glued it, but yeah, I kept the Boba Fett head, so it's in a box, but I could swap it over so I could have him unhelmeted. I was going to say unarmored, but yeah, so you can have him holding his helmet and still have the Boba Fett head underneath. But yeah, sort of just took a silver paint pen. You can see I sort of probably went a little bit too heavy on the chest there, but I sort of want to tweak that a little bit and just, I mean, I'm happy with it, but yeah, I want to sort of take it back a little bit because I do have some of the green paint that matches his color. So love to hear your thoughts. I might do a separate video once I've finished it because I do want to just, haven't worked out how I'm going to do it. I'm going to hit up Craft Store or Spotlight. For those in Australia, you know what Spotlight is, sort of lots of crafty stuff. They do curtains and blinds and sort of homewares and stuff like that, but they do a lot of like crafty bits. So I'll try and find something to replace them just to sort of tuck up under the shirt there. And once I've done that, yeah, I might do a video of it because he's got his blaster pistol. And yeah, from that super dope episode. So yeah, I've decided to keep the plastic collar, which I sliced off of this shirt, and just sort of really sort of just tapered with it and got it to sort of sit on there pretty nicely. There's some small little gaps. There's one little gap there on the side, and a little gap there, but that's not a big deal. I just like the look of I was going to use soft goods, but I like the look of the sort of the plastic, and it looks good with the helmet sort of sitting over the top of it. But yeah, planning a couple of shots with some stormtroopers. Got the so I know in the show his knee launches were sort of up a little bit higher, but I didn't like the way they sort of sat underneath the fabric, or I didn't like the way they sort of sat tucked under there. So I just put them on the top of his boots. I thought that looked a lot nicer. And the rocket still comes out, so that's cool. So yeah, big thanks to Jake if you're watching, buddy. Thank you for letting me get creative again. It's been a long time. I haven't been able to get into doing some custom stuff, but it just had the right tools. So yeah, I was pretty stoked with how that came out. That's the one, dude. Yeah, the one you grabbed a couple of weeks back. You've been to New Zealand? I've been to the Auckland airport. That's it, and that was just as a layover to the United States. So yeah, I have, but I'd love to get back for a decent holiday at some point. I reckon it'd be amazing. Edmonton Stormtrooper, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate that. I'm pretty stoked with how Boba turned out, to be honest. Hasbro's making one exactly like that. Pretty much. Yeah, it's not much different. There's a different belt, and he's sort of the re-armored. So like, it's going to be from Mandalorian when he paints up his armor again. So yeah, sort of just after this, that next episode he appears in, and that's the deluxe one. That should be out very soon because it started hitting in some places in the UK. I know Daniel East 1000 buddy over there. He just did his review of that maybe a week or so ago, or maybe this past week. I don't know. I don't know what day it is. Barely. I know it's Monday, but yeah, I've got the week off of work. My first week break since I started. So yeah, it's very nice to have a week and just not do anything. It's great. Hey Andy, how you doing, dude? 4 a.m. What are you doing up so early? That's ridiculous. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're doing very well. Yeah, do it, dude. I'd love to see it. Yeah, 4 a.m. man. I know it's that's kind of been the bummer with doing them at night time for me. Is it's good for folks in the UK who it's sometimes somewhere between mid and late morning, maybe even early afternoon. I think it's just about hit midday, or it just has hit midday. And yeah, it's usually like stupid hours of the morning in the US. So I'd like to get and do some streams at better times just to sort of suit that. But yeah, with work schedules and stuff like that, and I'm living in a temporary residence at the moment. It's a little bit hard to manage, but we'll get there. We'll get back there. I've wanted to sort of just muck around with the schedule, but yeah, I'll work that out. It's snowing like crazy. Nice. That's cool. And don't get snow down here ever. Get like a little dusting of it up in the Adelaide Hills, but that's about it. So yeah, not a the first time I saw snow was in Chicago in 2019 at Celebration, and that was the only time I've seen snow. So yeah, I'll have to hit back up the United States again, hopefully, for the next celebration. I didn't think I was going to make it to this one with just the whole COVID BS that's been happening the last couple of years, and the airline, I booked flights, booked tickets to Celebration, was all ready to go. And then when COVID hit, the airline actually crashed. Like the airline went went bankrupt. So they had to wait like 18 months, 12 to 18 months for someone to basically buy the airline. And in doing so, they didn't refund anyone for their flights. They just gave it in flight credits in lieu of a refund. So that was a bummer. And now that I don't have access to that, because it was all through my now ex-wife. So yeah, she has access to those flights and I don't. So I ended up just getting a return on my Celebration tickets. And yeah, unfortunately, I did get an email from Celebration last week asking to update my address so they could send out my passes. So I'm not sure whether I'm actually going to get them or whether that was just like a generic email blast that sort of went out just to make sure that everyone's details are up to date. So yeah, next time, guys. I really want to get back over to a Celebration. It's like going home, for 4 or 5 days, just hanging out with people that are like family and, making new friends and meeting new people and just being around everyone that's the same. It's amazing. Celebration's a bucket list item, absolutely. And I've ticked that off twice now. So I'm wanting to go for a third. Really wanting to go for a third. So glad COVID is starting to relent, getting back to normal here in the US. Yeah, we're slowly but surely getting there. Like, we're still getting lots of cases every day, and it's I think most people down here are kind of going, well, we've just got to get it, just to get it over and done with, like, we're still the only state in Australia that's still mandating masks. That ends this week, I think Thursday. So yeah, the mask mandate's finally going to end, because every other state in Australia has gotten rid of them. Just, we've got to make it happen. Got to get back to normal at some point. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that's all good. I still haven't had it at all, so which is nice. I don't want it, but if I've got to get it, I'm double vaxxed. I probably should go and get my third, but yeah, just haven't really had the time to. And my second made me really sick, so that sort of wiped me out for a couple of days. So kind of hesitant to get my third, like, in the middle of a work week sort of thing, so I don't want to take days off sick. So celebration is fire. Absolutely. Me too, man. Would have loved to have hung out with you guys. I was really looking forward to coming over and meeting you guys and hanging out. It would have been a blast. But it is what it is. So I'm gonna do something here on YouTube anyway, and make some fun out of it. And I'm gonna get my best mate Lockie. We're gonna hang out and hopefully do a little bit of coverage from the land down under. Get a little bit of coverage and just sort of have our own little mini celebration at home. So that should be cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone else have fun and living vicariously through everyone that's going to be there. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Life doesn't comply with our best laid plans. Exactly right. I'd love to, man. Love to get over to Echo Live. I reckon that'd be an absolute blast. Some great folks hanging out there. Looks awesome. I've seen people go to that 2 years in a row now, and yeah, definitely love to get over to the land of Ing. Oh, look, it's not. We're doing okay. Like this, we haven't got a massive population, so it's kind of slowly just going through the state, and let's have a look. I don't know it off the top of my head. South Australia population. Let's kind of. So yeah, South Australia has 1.7 million people, which if we go to, for example, California population, 2021, 39.7. So there's a 38 million people difference in populations from my state to California. And you could fit California in here a number of times. South Australia is slightly bigger than Texas, so it's we're all widespread. I think someone said once that if you were to spread South Australia's population per capita, every single person would have about 25 square kilometers each. So it was something ridiculous like that. Getting my booster during the work week so I can use those sick days. Got to. Looking forward to some of the figs from that last Hasbro live stream. Me too, man. There was some good stuff. Figuradan Shea Vizsla, yes. I'll definitely look at getting Shea Vizsla again, because that new head sculpt with it is a very, very nice update to that figure. That last one, it was like, yeah, I'm going to keep the helmet on you because it wasn't the best. She had this gigantic orange hair, and it was like they did Mara Jade as well in the Black Series in 2013, and just had this ridiculous hair. So it'd be nice to update that one. Never got shaved first time around. Was lucky to find Bastilla. Yeah, she was a good one. And they did that. They did that and they re-released her in the Black Series too. Wouldn't be surprised to see her again at some point, especially with the Knights of the Old Republic remake being made, and it's getting a bit of a second wind, really. Like, it's sort of everyone's going back and playing Knights of the Old Republic again, and it's cool. Anyone set up their Razor Crest? I do. I've set it. Can you hear that? I'm tapping it. It's right there on the bar. I'm sitting at a bar. At a bar, not the bar. It is the bar. It's my dad's bar. But yeah, I've got the Razor Crest sitting right next to me. Need to spend more time playing with it, so hopefully get out for some shots this week. Excuse me, far out. I'm very well. How are you? I hope you're doing well too. Thank you for coming and hanging out. So who else is playing Lego Star Wars at the moment? Skywalker Saga, because it's been pretty damn good. I've been pumped up for it for so long, and to finally just sit there last night and get a good few hours of gameplay in. I know it's sort of, as the menu comes up, you can start from. I didn't see whether it'll let you start from Force Awakens, but it definitely gives you the option of A New Hope or Phantom Menace. So I went back to Phantom Menace. I'm just going to play it through chronologically. I feel like it's going to be very rewarding, and I actually really, really want to do some live streams through there. If I can find my headset or some headphones that work, I'd love to do some live streaming on the PlayStation through to YouTube, and just hang out and play for a little bit, get through some levels, and just maybe go back and do some replay stuff to try and get some missing collectibles and stuff once I've unlocked some more characters. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, I was at the start. I'm up to the part in Phantom Menace where they go back to Naboo to try and get Boss Nass to help them. So yeah, I'm just doing that now. I don't know if I'll play any tonight after this. So I think I'm just gonna chill out in bed and watch some more YouTube and catch up. And I haven't had a chance to respond to comments. So yeah, I want to sit there and respond to a bunch of comments, I think, and just get that sort of activity happening again. And tomorrow I'm going to go on a little bit of a toy hunt because apparently Maya stores here have been getting some of the new wave, which is like got Dr. Avazan, Ponda Baba, the Princess Leia, Yavin Ceremony, Fennec Shan. So I'm going to be hunting for Leia, Fennec, and Ponda Baba. Those are the three I'm going to hunt for tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to go hit up some spots tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to go hit up some joints tomorrow. Not sure where else I'm going to hit. Maybe some targets. Apparently some targets have been spotted with some new stuff. So I'm just going to hit a few spots tomorrow morning. I think I'll just get up nice and early, have a coffee, bit of breakfast, and head out for a bit of a toy run. So if I find some stuff, I might do some filming. I tend to just sort of walk in, quick look, get out if there's nothing there, because see a lot of US folks doing a lot of toy runs in there. That's because their aisles are just, they seem to be so much fuller than ours down here. So I'll be going on a bit of a hunt, and if I do find some goodies tomorrow, I'll be filming some more videos. So I have some more reviews to put up through the week, and I want to record some of my Batman figures that I've got recently. Crest setup. I set up figures around it every day. That's awesome. Yeah, I cannot wait to have a place to sort of find a nice home in a collection room again, and set up all the Mandalorian figures, like have the the troop transport and stuff sort of hanging around it. Still haven't got the Navarro Cantina. I will pick that up at some point, but yeah, not in a super duper rush for that one. So yeah, I will try and track that one down at some point, but haven't got it yet. But keep on playing. Give it a shot, dude. It's good fun. Have you seen Amazon AU has Comic Layer pre-order for $39? I haven't. But $39, that's better than what Zinger gonna flog us. $55. Fennec Shand. Woohoo! I echo those sentiments as well. Try JB Hi-Fi and Big W. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I know JB Hi-Fi has a sale at the moment on some stuff, or they did late last week. If you had to choose TVC or Black Series, you know what? I'd just go with TVC. Go with that 3.75 scale. I love Black Series, but I love 3 3/4 inch so much more. Like, it's just been going for longer. There's more to get. There's still characters that I need to go back and get from years ago. I'd love just being able to, like, in between figures coming out, just going back and finding the odd figure here and there and just filling those gaps. Like, a couple to think of the top of my head, like, I still need R2B1, which is that sort of blue and yellow droid from Phantom Menace. There's a couple of other droids from the Naboo ship that I need to get. Shmi Skywalker is one I still need to get. So yeah, there's a couple from Phantom Menace. Like, I've got a bit of a list in my head, because I've got like a almost encyclopedic knowledge of like 3 3/4 inch scale, especially from like sort of mid 2000s, let's say 2006, 7 onward. They're pretty much can think about where things go in what line and stuff like that. I think Attack of the Clones. What do I need from Attack of the Clones? I still need Elan Sleaze Bogano. You want to buy some death sticks? My buddy Chris met the actor the other week, so that was cool. Who else from Attack of the Clones? There was one of the Nemoidians, I think. Part of the Separatist sort of council. There's some more. I can't remember. But yeah, Revenge of the Sith is probably one that I need to fill holes from the most. It's just a lot of characters. I do have some good ones, but yeah, there's a lot to go. Like, there's like the lava miners, there's the Powans, there's some ridiculous figures from that movie, ridiculous characters that were made into figures. So eventually I'll keep ticking off. But yeah, that was a long answer to a very, very simple question. So yeah, thanks for that one, Andy. Yeah, vintage collection, gotta be 3 3/4. Toy runs is fun, but not much where I live in Texas. Just Lando peg warming. Hey man, it's everywhere. That's what happens when Hasbro put 3 to a case or 2 to a case. Plenty of Lando TVCs to pick up anywhere you go. Oh man, it's bad. It's a great figure though, which is a bummer. But people aren't going to buy them more than once out of a case. Like, yeah. I have mine on the dining room table temporarily. No, I wouldn't be doing it temporarily. They'd be staying there. Acid for Blood. I'm doing very well. Hope you are too. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Picked up the Navarro Cantina last week. Freebie, thanks for gift voucher from work. Nice one. That's killer. What do you think of it? I reckon it looks cool. I don't know if it's worth the price, but because there were some pricing issues from the distributors. They were originally listed at the distributor for $45, and yeah, then to go into sale for $99 at Zing and EB Games seemed like a bit of a hike up, but yeah, apparently someone at Hasbro fudged the numbers there. I can't remember the story, but yeah, they ended up being closer to 80, somewhere like 75 to 80 at wholesale. So we'll see. Marion JB currently only has the Lando figure. Right, I won't be going there. I went to the Norlunga one it was probably 2 weeks ago now, and they had Clone Wars Ahsoka, Maul, the Gaming Greats figures, all of those. They're all just still sitting there. I think they just put them on sale. Bill knows where it's at. Yeah, man. TVC. It's 3 3/4. It's the gold standard for Star Wars. Want to build worlds. Like, I love Black Series. Don't get me wrong. Like, to be able to have a figure like this detailed, this cool in my hand, it's awesome. So, I like both, but I'm not quite ready to give them up yet. Cantina's pretty nice. Don't have a fork out of Hunji for it though. Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? Like, if it was like 60, doable, very doable. Red Quell, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming and hanging out for a bit. Monday night's a little bit of a weird one, but I'm here. I wrote down a top 10 of what TVC I want to pick up in the next year or so. Maybe I'll get a shopping spree at my favorite toy store in Dallas called Holocron. They have both vintage and modern. Nice. I feel like I may have seen that online somewhere. I know there's another one in, I think it's Portland, Oregon. Big Star Wars store there, I think, from memory. I'd love to hit that up next time I'm in the States on the West Coast. Assuming I've got my geology right. Zing has cut a couple of good ones. Zing's got some cool stuff at the moment. Darth Muzzer, what's going on, my man? Hope you're doing well. Great to hear from you. TVC at Zing are now $35. That re-release of Show, they want $45. That's just ridiculous. I haven't looked on their site to see that. So that's, it felt like it was only 2 years ago the Black Series were $35, and they're going to push up to $50. I think I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to have a look right now while I'm here. Zing basically got it on favorites. Star Wars vintage. All right. Yep, $35 for ARC Trooper Jesse. Mandalorian Death Watch Airborne Trooper, $35. Shea Vizsla, $45. That's effed. I'm not going to swear. I'm going to be good. Be well behaved on my live streams. $45. They can go and get stuffed. I'll source them elsewhere. Look. $45. That's the same price as 6-inch. I want $45 for Lando as well. Like, this is 3 3/4 inch. That's ridiculous. I'm just having a quick flick through. It's sad when you look at $29 for a TVC figure and it looks good. Geez, I remember when you get them for $15. And that wasn't that long ago. Like, what's going on? That's just ridiculous. I'm going to go to page 2. $29.29. Lando's down to $24. Yeah, still just going through vintage stuff. That's the thing. Like, you can get Grief Karga, you can get Moff Gideon, you can get Hoth Luke. All marked down to $15 now because they weren't selling at $30. Bespin Luke, Tech out of stock, General Lando out of stock, but yeah, listed at $15. So they cleared them out at one point. Oh, that makes me that annoys me. That really annoys me. Do it, dude. Give it a shot. No point in not giving it a shot. Like, no harm in it. Absolutely. 65 for the new Black Series comic series. Yeah, those are the figures that I'm going to be very, very picky about from now on, I think. Especially in Black Series. We're talking $60, $70 for deluxe figures now that aren't deluxe. Doing $55 for gaming grades. Like, that's a $10 sticker on the window of the box. Like, that's stupid. They should be $45 tops. But yeah, it's to start creeping up. Like, I know things cost money and things are getting more expensive, but the wages aren't going up. The income isn't counteracting for the price hike and everyday things, let alone like novelties and unnecessary items like hobbies, like having hobbies with action figures. Like, I can sort of see why people are getting priced out. Holocron has a vinyl Cape Jawa on card for 20 grand. If I were independently rich, I would pull the trigger. Sadly, I'm not. I'm the same, man. I'd be ripping that thing off the shelf and just slapping down a nice cold hard check. That'd be, if I had, yeah. I'd like to be rich. I'd really like to be rich. Not super duper rich. Like, I want to still be able to, live within my means. I don't need that much money. I just want to be able to afford what I want. I don't want to buy stuff that I don't need. Just stuff that I want. Black Series and Vintage will soon be Hot Toys price. You were right. Yep, the deal. Celebration August. No, it's in May. It's next month. It's literally like 6 weeks away. And no, I'm not, sadly. I wish I was. I just sort of mentioning that earlier on in the stream that, yeah, I had flights and I had tickets. I had that all booked when they sort of listed it when the celebration was going to be in 2020. And then when it got sort of pushed back to 2022, sort of held on to the tickets for a long time. Like I said, the airline crashed. So, lost all that money. Long story short, I sold back my passes and decided to opt out of this time. So I'll be back. I'll be back over for celebration again. Getting shaved for $16 at Big Bad Toy Store. That's nice. Cost of most of Retro Mando went for $9. I did see them. They're still hanging around. People aren't snatching them up at $9 because there was a lot of them. There was a lot. Oh yeah, absolutely. Dark Troop is going to be killer. Surprised that the game greats Umbra Troop 45. Oh no, that was an odd one. I thought that might have been a turn for the best. When they listed that one at 45, I thought, okay, they've finally seen reason and they've dropped the price back from 55 to 45. I thought there is hope. I had the fingers crossed. I had the legs crossed. I had everything crossed. But yeah, that seems to be just a one-off. Like, I'm not sure what the people are doing in the office, like the buying crews are doing in the offices there, but they're obviously getting confused. They need someone with some Star Wars knowledge to price this stuff up. Like, I will be a advisor for them if they would like to know some accurate prices for these things. I will hit them up and then make sure they're super duper cheap. Deathwatch Mando figure comes out 3rd of June. I saw a couple of people get them this week. Angel Grove Collectibles got them in today and so very quickly sold out because no doubt everyone was going for multiples. I'm not sure how much he would have got it in either. But yeah, I didn't jump on that and I missed out on the TVC Fennec. But yeah, Angel Grove, they're great sort of online company here in Australia that, great service and great people. You know, awesome store. So definitely check them out and just keep an eye on them. JB Hi-Fi on sale. Vintage collection like 21 to 27. Black Series 31 to 36. Have a look online. Nice. Will do. I know. You're very. You've been able to back away from buying everything, and I'm doing the same myself. I really am. Like, I've seen so many of the vintage collection 501st Troopers just hanging around at EB Games. I've seen so many Yodas on the Empire card, and I'm just like, I'm not buying it. I'm not getting these figures again. I don't need them. I don't like the 501st Trooper. I think the helmet looks crap. This is 3 3/4 inch. I think the helmet looks rubbish. I think they should have fixed that by now. And yeah, the Yoda, it's just, you've done it. This is the third time they've done the Yoda. So yeah, looks good on the card. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a card collector, so I'm not going to pick it up. So that's, you know, $60 saved basically. Chosen one. Can't wait to see Black Series Ayla Secura. Absolutely. Never been to a celebration and Bill, you would lose your mind. Like, I was talking to the guys at work the other day, and I said, like, it's going to a celebration. It feels, when you're there, or when it's finished, and you've gotten over that sort of grief of it finishing, you feel like you've just been on like a holy pilgrimage of some sort. Like, you feel like, as a Star Wars fan in your heart, you feel like you've taken that to a next level. Same with visiting Rancho Obi-Wan. Like, I got to do that in 2017, and I feel like my fandom just took another step. And then I went to the Yoda fountain at the Presidio where Lucasfilm is in San Francisco, and again, another step towards, like, just inside. Like, I know it doesn't make me a better fan. It just, inside it's so fulfilling. It just feels like that's something that, you know, I've wanted to achieve for a long time, and to be able to sort of go in with, you know, tens of thousands of Star Wars fans into a celebration and meet some of the celebrities, met Mark Hamill, Billy D. Williams, among others. And it's next level. You just feel warm feelings spring to my heart. It's incredible. It's an incredible adventure. You meet people that you know online. I had people, you know, recognizing me from YouTube, which was just insane, absolutely insane. But it's another world. Like, just to completely block out everything else on the planet, to be inside that convention center for 4 days or 5 days. It's an incredible experience, and I cannot recommend it enough to anyone who hasn't been to a celebration. It's just, if you spend a day walking the show floor, looking at all the sellers, you know, you just walk around, everyone's wearing Star Wars costumes and t-shirts, and everyone's there for the same thing. And you just know that you could just stop and chat to anyone and have a cool conversation about Star Wars. And that's just, it's amazing. I can't say any more. I can, but I'll be repeating myself again and again and again. Zing are slowly losing business because of its prices. My local Zing has heaps of TVC and Black Stories. JB and the new Toy Mate are cheaper. Yeah, and Kmart jumping back on the Black Series wagon as well. Yeah, selling them for $35, and I've been told that apparently they do have some of the new figures in their systems. They're just waiting for them to come in. So yeah, keep an eye on Kmart's too in the next few weeks. I reckon they'll start hitting very, very shortly. Black Series collectors will be that rare one day that they'll be worth making. Yeah. Look, people are going to get priced out of it. Oop. Eddie, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. It has been a while. Hope you're kicking ass over there. Hope you're doing really well. Supply for Zing is pushing up prices every time they announce new TVC on Black Series. It's ridiculous. It is insane. Like, they obviously know there's a big pre-order market, and I feel like it's just them just attempting to grab a few extra bucks when they can. Oh, SH Figure Arts Darth Maul or Black Series Darth Maul, which one is better? I'd say you're getting value for money with the Figure Arts one. I did have that for a few years. I did sell, 95% of my Figure Arts just because it's another collection that I was just like, I can't have that collection as well. As Black Series, like, it's just more expensive 6-inch figures. So I did that. Did them, got rid of them. But yeah, Darth Maul was amazing. But the Black Series Darth Maul was still pretty cool. If you can get a hold of it, go for the archive one if you're hunting one down. But there was one on eBay the other day for about $100 Australian. So a little bit up there. The demand's gone straight back up again to where it was before the archive was released. So hopefully gets another release at some point. Nice one. Oh, thanks, Bill. I appreciate you hanging out. Have a great day. Pretty good. Great to hear from you as well. Ooh, plastic cape or fabric cape. That's a tough one. Depends on the character, I think. I like the plastic aesthetic, like this one. I like the look of the plastic because it's soft, doesn't hinder articulation, and it sort of just feels like the rest of the figure. It's good. But when they do soft goods right, they do them really well. Like the hood, the robe for the Nomad Boba Fett was really good. But yeah, when they do it right, it's really good. So I'm a little bit on both sides there. Collecting the figs, I really like it. Trying to collect everything. Yeah, pretty much. And army building's pretty much out the window these days as well. Like, would love to get a couple of the Mandalorian figures, like the ones they revealed the other day, like the loyalists with the mole, the horns, and then the Death Watch. Like, I'd love to get like 4 of each. I reckon that'd be sick for a display with like Ahsoka and Maul fighting in the foreground. You have some, troops fighting around in the background. Like, that'd be dope. That'd be such a cool display to do, like a Siege of Mandalore. But yeah, I think that's out of the realm of possibility now. I don't think that, if they're going to be $40, $45, whatever for 3 3/4, it's going to have to really stick to one and try and find the best price. And please, like I've said it plenty of times, if you're in Australia and you want to support the little guy over places like Zing, Zing's great. They've got the monopoly of the market at the moment. They've got, they're the first ones to have access. They're the big fan channel that gets all the figures. But yeah, I literally have a list of websites in my description of every single video that I post for probably the last few months, and I will leave them there going further for websites that you can get these figures from. They're getting them in. Stay on it, stay hot on the sites, keep an eye out, and if you get a chance to throw some money to the little guy, over Zing, over Big W, over Kmart, support these businesses. It's super important going forward that if these guys are supplying and these guys are screaming out to have more figures to give to the collectors, like that's better for them and it's better for us. And if they can continue to price them better than places like Zing and EB Games, it's going to be a big win for us. So yeah, definitely recommend supporting the little guy, and KesslerRunHair.com as well. That's where I work, and we've been getting some figures in. Young Zico here, he can vouch. He's picked up a couple of figures recently from us at work, and Sci-Fi based over in the ACT, absolute legend. He's picked up a couple of figures in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, it's exciting to sort of getting into that market ourselves, being able to pick up some of these figures and sell them on to collectors and try and pack them nicely and look after people. So It's really good. Well, Mando 6-inch with jetpack should have had soft goods for Cape. 100%, dude. 100%. If they're going to do deluxe, you know, they just keep throwing that same crap in with all the Mandos. And it's time to really nail that Mandalorian and get it out there properly. Helmet sculpt, fix it. Soft goods, get it done. Just make it happen. It says, picked up the Navarro Cantina playset from Zing close to my work yesterday. Was only one on the shelf to say it was worth $90. Not sure about that. Yeah, we were sort of talking about that a little bit before you showed up. Yeah, it's $90, $100. Yeah, not sure. I want to pick one up. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to pick one up, but yeah, $90. If I can, I'm going to try and search one out a little bit less than that. If I can get it around 60, 70, I'll be a lot happier. But yeah, it's a little bit much for what it is. So, you know, might have to sell the car to Death Trooper to try and make a little bit of cash back on it. Because I don't need another Death Trooper. I just want the Cantina. So great to see the Trooper 4 packs available more outlets. Absolutely, man. At least make Hasbro Pulse a platform that we can possibly use here in Australia. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people in Australia, New Zealand that would sign up for a Hasbro Pulse membership to be able to have access to some of the exclusives. And I know a lot of people don't think it's worth it. That they come later than stuff, but for those packs that are, you know, exclusive to Hasbro Pulse, it's the only way to get them. So I'd love to work that out. Yes, I hope Hasbro work that out at some point for us. There is a southern hemisphere of this planet. Jake, what's going on, dude? Hope you're well. Did Boba arrive on schedule? He certainly did. And now that you're here, I did give a big thank you for the FET right at the start of the video. I'll show you what I did. So I took that Boba that you sent me, the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, and I took the Nomad Boba Fett, and I customized. I came up with this. So for those who haven't seen it yet, this is the custom Boba Fett. This is his outfit as he just jumps into his armor again. There are a few little finishing touches I need to do, such as the cords on the back that run from the jetpack. Also want to work out a way to get a little rectangular patch for the fixer-upper on the back of the jetpack. But this looks dope. It came out really well. Really wanted to fix up it's hard because it's shining on the light. But yeah, the paint in the silver pen sort of ran a little bit too much on the chest armor. So I want to tweak that and fix that up a little bit just so it's not super silver. But, you know, I'm kind of okay with it. But yeah, sort of weathered up the helmet a little bit more. Shoulder armor. The jetpack got some more weathering. His gauntlets look a bit more silver than they do red. So yeah, that's what I came up with. And he can swap out the head for the bald Boba head. And yeah, I'll be picking up another Boba Fett at some point, another Nomad Boba Fett, so I can have them all together. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked with this. He's been sitting on my bedside table for a few days now. So I was yeah, pretty happy with it. So yeah, thanks, Jake. Appreciate that, buddy. That's awesome. I'm just really happy with how that Boba came out. I want to get a toy photo. I want to do some toy photo and have him taking out some Stormies. Loving the Vader helmet too. It's awesome as it always should be. Definitely. The Vader helmet's sick, man. I love that thing. 10 tier 4 playsets are warming the shelves at EB Games. They might sell more if you could get enough troopers to go with it. 100%, man. 100%. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Oop. I've been good at playing the heck out of Skywalker Saga and got offered a new job today. Nice work, Millhouse. Nice work indeed. Good to hear, man. Yeah, I've been playing a fair bit of Skywalker Saga myself. I only got it yesterday, but played a bit last night and got a couple of hours in today. So, excuse me, having a great time. And yeah, it's such a fun game. So worth the wait. Like, it's just everything about the game is so crisp and it's just nice. And yeah, it's a good game. Really good. Oh, thanks, man. I haven't. When I moved out of my house, I let my boss look after my printer, so he's put it to some good use. And yeah, until I've got my own place again with a bit of space, I'm just going to let him keep hold of it for now. So yeah, my 3D printing adventures have sort of been put on the back burner for the moment, but I'm looking forward to getting back into it at some point. Just when everything's sort of settled down a little bit and I can, have some space of my own to get that cranking again. Because I was really just starting to get into it before the turds hit the fan. But it's all good. I know it's in safe hands. I know he's getting a lot of use out of it, and yeah, he's stoked to have an extra printer at the moment. So it's cool. It's really cool. But yeah, I would love to get back into some 3D printing at some point. So yeah, give it a few months. Getting myself a job, setting up for my own printer, and slowly producing some gear. Yeah, definitely do it. Give it a crack, dude. Absolutely. Well, how did that be? How was that an hour? That's insane. It's amazing how quickly time goes when you're just talking Star Wars. So, as always, like, I try and keep my shows to around about an hour. I'm looking to hopefully and hook up with some guests at some point. Looking forward to catching up with some people. Yeah, I want to get some people on for a chat again, get back into the swing of that and have some fun and, yeah, talk Star Wars with people and just rattle on about toys. That's what I'm here for. I love it. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I do have a week off work. I'm pumped. It's my first week off. First week off I've had since it was just after Christmas of 2020. So I had a week off then, just after Christmas of 2020, and yeah, I'll get slightly more than a week off because I don't go back to work until the Wednesday after Easter. So I'm pumped. I'm very, very lucky to have scored that time off. So yeah, just definitely making the most of it by just taking some chill time and just winding it back a little bit of a refresh and rejuvenation before the year keeps ticking on. But yeah, it's been 3 years since I've had more than a week off, so it's very much needed. And that was when I went over to the States. So I hope so, Linda. I'm gonna reach out to him at some point because yeah, absolutely want to hang out and chat with him. He's a great dude. Love Papa G. What a guy. Always enjoy hanging out on his streams. I'm not often active in the chat, but I'm watching a lot. So and I even watch back his streams afterwards because he's an entertaining guy. And yeah, definitely want to get on his stream and have a chat with him at some point. Yeah, I did have him on last year. And that was probably quite a while ago now, so it's been a long time. So yeah, definitely want to have a chat. You got yourself the carbonized Scout and Short Troopers yet? No, I'm gonna skip them, dude. They're not my cup of tea. I bought one carbonized figure, and that was the Boba Fett, and that was just because I've got a little Boba Fett focus in my collection. But yeah, I don't do the carbonized stuff. They're just not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. You said the video about Boba, not yet. There will be. I want to get a nice photo, like a nice action shot of Boba taking out some stormtroopers, like Tython style. And after that, I'm going to hopefully finish him off. Like I said, I want to go to Spotlight and get something to replace them, so it can sort of feed back right up the shoulder. Find something to stick a little patch over where the jetpack gets fixed, and then I'll do a bit of an overview and explain how I went about it. So yeah, I'll be doing that. Hanging out for Kenobi, aren't we all, dude? Aren't we all? I'm going to definitely be doing a bit of an after show for Kenobi as well. So hang out for that. I'm hanging out to get that set up. Enjoy watching PUBG streams. Yeah, and like when he goes live, it's sometimes like Sunday morning for me, and now I'm just sort of just hanging out Sunday mornings. Like I just sort of shut the computer on and just sort of hang out in bed with the morning coffee and just watch a bit of Papa G. Just got the Boba carbonized fig, not fussed on getting the rest. Yeah. G Stringer's in the house. Yeah, absolutely. I just signed up I just signed up as a member to his channel last week. I'm like, yeah, I really like this guy. I'm gonna support him. I'm gonna throw him a couple of bucks every month just to show my appreciation for what he does. Was the unlucky shore trooper he did get? Oh, you know, absolutely. I was in the closet. I was a closet Boba Fett fan for the longest time. And yeah, when he finally appeared in that end of that season 2 Mando, I was like, all right, I can buy this. I can buy him coming back. I'd sort of accepted it. I was always like, no, Boba Fett's overrated and yada yada yada. But no, I'm very loud and proud Boba Fett fan. I have a fetish. It's the T-visor, sexy T-visor. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap it up because I've just ticked over an hour, so I appreciate you all stopping in and hanging out tonight. It's awesome for a Monday night, and, you know, wherever you are in the world, I really appreciate your time. You're all legends. You're all fantastic. You know, you all know who you are, like coming in and hanging out on my live streams whenever I do them. It's fantastic. You guys are awesome. Yeah, stay tuned to my Facebook and Instagram and stuff for when I do a next show. I'll hopefully do one this week. I might even try like a mid-afternoon or something just to break it up and hopefully get some folks from the USA coming and hanging out on the stream. So yeah, we'll chat again real soon. Thanks, Zico. Appreciate you hanging out, buddy. Thanks, folks. All right, may the force be with you.